child has the intellectual capability to discern this, to break this down and understand that this was just, so say, a joke. These kids are aspiring to be athletes, some of them. And when they look at this as acceptable behavior, it creates a consciousness that they can be taken advantage of and be made to do clownish things, such as we see here. Another issue that this picture speaks to is the mass exploitation and prostitution of the African sports male. He's going to be pimped and prostituted, and this pretty much describes it. So, I mean, we want to try to dwell into what does it take to get the human mind, because it's really amazing what you can get people to do. And tonight, we want to go into how this process is done. We want to explore this and keep an open mind, because I really, really think you're going to learn something out of this. So tonight, as we deal with this, I have another picture here. I'm going to remove this one. And this one here is track star Carl Lewis in a Pirelli tire commercial with hot pants on, it appears, and punk high heels. The feminization of the black man. And these are the kind of images that your kids have to interpret, and it creates a psychology, a certain kind of way of looking at the world, of looking at themselves. Many of them have not identified completely at a young age. So we must be really, really careful, and that's what made African philosophy and psychology profound. They did not let anyone get next to their children. It's part of the customs that I practice today. When we go into a community, we often ask permission to speak to the community, and the community has the right to deny us permission or grant us permission. So this is profound, and these images shaping, creating the personality of black people. So as we dwell into this conditioning and brainwashing, there's three white giants in psychology that really laid the basis for the discussion that we're going to be talking about tonight: conditioning, brainwashing, social control, and all of the other social instruments used on a people, okay? What we want to look at tonight first, Sigmund Freud stated that people were primarily motivated by pleasure, and they avoided painful things, okay? Now that's a very, very interesting statement, that people were primarily motivated by pleasure and that they avoided certain things that caused them pain. So if you have the power to reward people, to bring them pleasure, then you can get a certain kind of behavior out of those people. If you can connect pain to a certain degree, or for people acting a certain way, you can inflict pain on them because you have the power to do so. This creates a certain condition. That was a very key statement. I got something I want to read here. I want to quote psychologist number 2. And this, he said this, and I'm going to quote him, in 1924. And this psychologist was John B. Watson, a professor of psychology at the University of Chicago. Give me a dozen healthy infants, well-formed, and my own specified world to bring them up in, and I guarantee to take anyone at random and train him to become any type of specialist I may select. Doctor, lawyer, artist, merchant, chief, and yes, beggar man, thief, and bum. Regardless of his talents, pensions, attendance, ability, vocation, race, and ancestral heritage.